Yes. Chale, second. Okay. Hello, everyone. Extremely sorry. Today it's late OP in capital letters. I'd gone for a marriage and got stuck up in traffic. Just came back home and immediately started the live stream. Extremely sorry. Yes. I'm a bit late. Sorry for that. But I was initially planning to cancel the live stream, but then now Thursdays live stream have become such a big ritual that it becomes very difficult for me also to skip a Thursday live stream unless and until I'm out of town and range is not there. Then and only then would I cancel a live stream, right? I came running. I didn't have an ice cream before the stream. No, I did not. Okay. No audio? Are you serious? Oh my gods. Hello, Rachana ma'am is okay. Pooja ji is also okay. अक्षय अंकल अक्षय बघ काय म्हणतायत बघ तुला ओके हिंदी चॅनल है मॅम सो today we are doing some experiment and the experiment is such that we are streaming simultaneously on English as well as on Hindi. So I hope everyone understands both languages pretty nicely, and my English is not that difficult to understand. My English is like pretty basic level. So anyone who has joined in from the Hindi channel, he should also understand my basic, language. Ranjit is asking who is Akshay. Akshay is my husband, and they are calling Akshay uncle. So that is the reason why I said this is too much. Right. Okay. Um, Fantastic. Okay. ठीक है. चलो. So let us get to the discussion before I. अच्छा ये किसका तो really disheartened ये पढ़ के मैंने कहा क्या हो गया? You said you'll discuss BL, NLC, and Engineers India, but it's been past 3 Thursdays, but no discussion yet. Uh, Ganesh, I tried to discuss those stocks which I feel are fundamentally strong. I did check these stocks, but especially NLC and all, I feel them to be very exciting even on the technical front. So the moment I feel that yes, something is nice, something can be discussed, looks interesting, kind of a thing, then I prefer to specifically go into details. Okay, and there are a lot of stocks which are into limelight right now because of certain stock specific news or because of sector specific news. Now just to give you an example, right now if you're following the news, there is one sector which is absolutely in limelight because of the scorching heat. इतनी गर्मी हो रही है, and because of that power sector, I'm sure everyone understands power sector is going to be in limelight without any doubt. Okay, uh, if I were to tell some statistics about that, the highest supply in a day, okay, in a specific day for the entire month of April 2023 was about 216 gigawatt. Okay, so you can imagine the peak supply in a specific day. If I were to say, if I were to check the entire data of April, in the entire data of April 2023, highest supply for one day was 216 gigawatt, but that has already risen to 218 gigawatts in the first half of April itself. So everyone understands that the summer keeps on becoming more and more intense as we go from April to May. So now if 216 say we have already reached 218, and that too in the first half of April, then definitely there is a great chance that this number might further go up in the second half of April and in the month of May as well. In fact, the ministry has projected that the peak power demand can go up to 260 gigawatts during a specific day, is what again we are talking about. Okay, so again just understand the statistics. If I were to check April 2023, in the entire month, in a single day, highest supply was 216 gigawatt. 218 gigawatt was supplied in the first half of April 2024. And if I were to understand that what ministry has said, they have mentioned that from April to June, the peak will be around 260 gigawatts. So can I very clearly say that the power consumption is going to rise? And answer is obviously yes. In fact, the power consumption in our country has already risen to 7.66 billion units during what? During April 1st to April 15th. And this has gone up from 64.24 billion units a year ago. So already this April, so again, I'm comparing, okay? This April, power consumption is already up by 10% as compared to previous year's April. I hope you are understanding this point, okay? Now, if that be so, before I go to few more pointers, I want you all to tell me, can you think of a specific sector exactly? I've already gotten the answers, by the way. ठीक है, understood. Okay, power sector is what people are mentioning. Absolutely. So power sector is one where definitely there is a chance that a lot of interest might come in. Now, if I were to understand, okay, power sector belongs to, does it belong to a specific index or a specific index particularly? Okay, so there is something called as a Nifty energy index. I'm repeating because this is what we are, if I'm not mistaken, we are discussing this for the first time on our channel. Okay, this specific index, I'm repeating. So first we talked about the scorching heat, बहुत गर्मी हो रही है, and that is the reason why the power consumption is also increasing quite a bit. Now, if that be so, we have to understand कि power sector कौन से index में आता है, it's part of which index, right? So for that, what I'll do is I'll share my screen so that you also get a base level idea. So I'm sharing my entire screen. All right, okay. So if you see here, overall, the Nifty energy index is comprised of power and oil and gas, both, right? Oil and gas contributes to 61% of energy index and power contributes almost 39% of energy index. Right now, what are we focusing on? Are we focusing on oil, gas and consumables, or are we focusing on power? We are focusing on power right now. Now going to power. So we will talk about power, but if you see here, Nifty energy index, this is a weekly chart, okay? We could see a very nice consolidation, a very nice base formation, and there is a breakout. Again, a gap followed by a gap, and it has been increasing pretty nicely, 33% up. And this is what, since barely, this is what, somewhere around October-ish, October 23 to April right now. So almost what, seven months aspas, and it has already gone up by 33%. Now we have to also understand, if I'm talking about power, which stocks could they be? Multiple stocks, but we will discuss about NTPC, which forms a decent enough percentage. Plus, we will also understand some basic pointers, okay? Now, if I'm talking about NTPC, NTPC is India's largest integrated power utility, contributing to 1/4 of the power requirements of the country, often compared with Coal India. And also there was a big news which mentioned that NTPC adds nearly 4 gigawatt generation capacity in FY24. Total installed capacity hits 76 gigawatts. Now, what we are going to do quickly is that NTPC is one of the power companies, agreed, okay? But we have to also understand, I'll just focus. Okay, 1 minute. If I were to go to NTPC, okay. Now, one problem with NTPC is that it's a pretty slow moving stock. If you see a 10 years price CAGR is 13%, but it has in fact gone up because of the last 1 year price movement, which was 110%. Okay, last 1 year price movement was very sharp. Obviously, the PSU theme played up here as well. But look at this compounded sales growth. 10 years compounded sales growth is 9%. 10 years compounded profit growth is also only 4%. So overall, I'll be very honest with you. Overall, power sector stocks have not given great returns in the past few years. Okay, if I were to go historical, so even let us pull up NTPC chart only. 1 minute. NTPC. Okay, I'll just launch NTPC chart. Let us go to 1 month pattern first. All right, 1 minute. Have a look at this. Okay. Now, if you see here, this price of around 183 was seen in October 2007. Okay. Then here you can see there was a breakout, but again, within next 2 to 3 candles came inside this range again. Again, tried to go above this, went above this once, immediately next candle inside. again tried for the third time and came back, pulled back, sharp pullback, and it was still trying and trying and trying. So you can imagine someone who might have entered here around 183, 84 levels. That was back in 2007. And the same level was also seen in July 2023. Such a huge consolidation. So, of course, see, I'm not denying the fact that being government company, these are more of dividend paying stocks, good dividend paying stocks. Agreed, but capital appreciation अगर आप देखोगे तो कुछ भी तो नहीं है. I mean, the stock is in the same range for such a long time. So typically, what we have seen is if there is such a squeeze, and if there is something good going in, I mean, at a macro level, if something is happening in the sector, then it can have a good impact on the stocks. Okay, so has it risen? I mean, typically when we see such a long squeeze, then minimum what we have seen in the past is 3 to 4 times of this. Okay, so even if I say 2 times of this, sorry, I'll just take this here. Even if you were to say 2 times of this, is somewhere around here. Why am I saying at least 3, 4 times? So if I were to show you quickly, REC, we have discussed about this so many times. So I'm just quickly sharing this. REC, very similar pattern here, correct? So this was the consolidation. And once this consolidation was over, once there was a breakout, this same got replicated how many number of time? 1, 2, and the third one is going on right now, correct? So similar pattern was seen in PFC also. Power Finance Corporation, same old long story. This was how much from the base till the top was was around 82 ka move. So 83 is at 24. So if we check here, 24 to yahan pe ho gaya, more than that. Okay, so this is what I have seen in the past. But this has to be then when can such a nice move come up? When there is something which is happening at a macro level. Did we see some nice news flowing in at the macro level, especially for renewable energy space? Yes. And that is the reason why stocks like REC PFC actually gave a very nice run up. Now it will be interesting to watch how NTPC performs given the overall theme of increase in power consumption. Okay, even though I'm talking about this, is this like a stock recommendation? Everyone knows that I've been saying about this 1001 times. None of whatever I share on the channel, 101%, that is more from an educational perspective. I'm sure everyone knows by now that there are a lot of people who are running fake ads in my name. You'll see a lot of advertisements on Facebook, on Instagram. Nowadays I can see some ads on YouTube as well, where a lot of people are actually trying to use my photograph and say that join this XYZ WhatsApp group and this that absolute rubbish things going on in my name. Always remember that I don't provide any stock tips. Okay, I don't give any advice. I am the person who believes in giving knowledge, and empowering people through knowledge is what I've always believed in. So please don't fall prey to any such fake ads. Don't join any WhatsApp group without any intimation. Okay, I only have my websites rachanaranade.com, rachanaranade.in, and I also have a community which is called as Invest in India, which is on the nas.io platform. Other than that, I don't have any WhatsApp community where you will find stock tips and this that. Okay, so don't fall prey to that. Okay, so I hope NTPC ka basic point you have understood. Even Power Grid is a similar story, but I hope you are understanding that yes, this could be something which you can check out for. Amod is saying, yes, ma'am, daily reporting at least 4 to 5 accounts on FB and Insta, requesting everyone to report such fake accounts. That's what we can do. I've also launched a complaint to the cyber police as well, right? So, yes. Exactly. Ranjit ji, you are absolutely right. BSE chief today was also impersonated in a fake video. NSE chief has already been impersonated in a fake video. So it's pretty crazy. In fact, using AI, it's going to be scarier to identify whether, whoever is talking, is that the same person or not. Okay, anyways, I hope power related point is absolutely clear. Tata Power is also in the same space. Very true. Be it Tata Power. So we did discuss about what? Tata Power, Power Grid, NTPC. You can definitely add these stocks in your watch list. See how the stocks are performing based on the news flow. I feel the more and more heated environment is going to become, these stocks are definitely going to come more and more into limelight. Okay. CG Power also, yes. One of my team members is going to be really happy. Her favorite stock is CG Power. So someone said CG Power, so she's going to be happy. Okay, so I hope first point is clear. Let's move on to the second point. If you have seen my live stream about Israel and Iran war, in that we had discussed about crude oil. Chalo, I want answers quickly. What do you think? Because of the war situation, Israel and Iran war situation, ideally the crude price should have gone up or should have come down. I want an answer as up or down. What do you feel? Crude oil ऊपर जाना चाहिए था या नीचे आना चाहिए था based on war situation? फटाफट, I need answers. I'm waiting for like half a minute. Yes, फटाफट. Up. क्या बात है? Everyone is giving fast answers. Got a lot of answers with up. Now let's understand what has happened since the attack actually took place. So let us see. Today is Thursday. This is the UK oil chart. We have to check UK oil, right? Now, Monday was the day when we got to know about this. Okay. So have a look at this. Tuesday, it's down. Wednesday, it's down. And even Thursday, that is today, it's not like it's 0.13% up. So if you check from the topmost point of Tuesday, correct, till the bottommost point that we saw today, 5% fall. Okay, so this is something which we saw as kind of an abnormal, that whenever such things come up, everyone was fearing that if crude oil goes up, if the supply basically is disrupted. If you have seen my live stream, I'd also mentioned about a specific area through which almost 20 to 30% of the overall global consumption of the oil that travels to that through that area. So overall, everyone was feeling that Brent crude will maybe rise above 90-95, but it has in fact cooled off to $87 per barrel, right? And in fact, everyone is feeling that okay, there are chances that Israel may not retaliate. Of course, now all these are ifs and buts. A lot of people have their own thought processes, but people feel that maybe Israel may not retaliate, and that is the reason why people believe that okay, maybe the tensions could decrease. Is what people are trying to sorry, excuse me, is what people are trying to think. So if that be so, is that going to be a good sign for us or bad sign for us? Fatafat, again, I need answers. If crude oil keeps on decreasing, excuse me, ice cream nahi khaya, I didn't have ice cream, that is why I'm sneezing. Okay, so I'm again, Roni is asking what is the reason for the fall. There are news that there are statements, there are certain news that there are great chances that this war may start to cool off a little bit. Okay. Exactly. So that was a statement around 1:30 p.m. by Israel Finance Minister. He said that they will remember this retaliation and this that. But after that also, post market hours also, I was trying to go through some articles. Uh, as I mentioned, there'll be a lot of speculations now going this way or that way. There'll be a lot of uncertainty. That is where VIX shoots up. But ultimately, there are a lot of geopolitical experts who believe that this may not go on for long, and that could have been the reason why it could ease slowly and steadily cool off a little bit, right? So I hope you have understood about crude oil going down, and that would be taken up as a good sign. Okay. So that was about crude oil today. So today we are going to discuss 4-5 different points. Manju is saying sharp fall within 10 minutes, but of course, I mean, in the last, I think 15 minutes, market did see some good recoveries also, what I believe. Because I remember market went down below 22,000. I'm just pulling out a 5-minute chart. Exactly. So this was the fall of, I have not shared my screen. 1 minute. I'll share the screen. Yes, so this was a fall around 2 p.m. Just before that also. I think this is this the fall? Yes, 1:30, where the where the Israel finance minister made some statement. So there was almost like a sharp 1.5% of fall. But towards the end, if you see here, there was a increase of almost 78 points in Nifty, but it is because of the weighted closing. I mean, the closing price is determined. If you have seen at 3:30, the close was around 22,040, but last 30 minutes ka weighted average came up to almost 21,995, and that is the reason why we have closed below 22,000. Otherwise, we have actually at 3:30 we were above 22,000. Okay, so that was it about Nifty, about Nifty का ज़्यादा बताया नहीं अभी तक मैंने वैसे, but that was mainly about crude oil. One quick point that I wanted to mention is also about one company. So today I'm actually focusing on few news as well. BlackRock and Geo news, I'm sure everyone knows by now. But it was because of that news that Geo has seen some very nice price rise. I'll just quickly share that news with you all. I'm sure everyone already knows this. But Reliance and Geo, so basically Geo and BlackRock, they have signed a joint venture. They have entered into a joint venture. It's a 50% joint venture. And they are launching a wealth management company and also subsequently establishing a brokerage firm in India. Last year only they have set up an AMC business, and with now they actually, so originally DSP Group was the one who had who were into previously joint operations with BlackRock. So you can imagine this: DSP and BlackRock were together. Okay, understand? DSP and BlackRock were together. They got separated. Their partnership ended in 2018, and now BlackRock is re-entering India with Geo Financials. Okay, now you can imagine two big names coming together. There's a great chance that they can actually disrupt this whole space of broking and AMC. And if that be so, it is going to be really interesting to watch. I mean, it can be crazy, right? So I'll just show you how Geo Finance reacted to this news. So I'll quickly share my screen. If you see here, have a look at this. Last 3 days, Geo Finance has gone up in last 3 days by almost 7%, and out of that today almost 4.5%. It is in a channel right now. Will be interesting to watch whether it is able to break out of this channel or not. Even if you see here, volume was pretty good in today's trade, and if you see here, when the stock was not in that much uh, limelight, you can see here the volume had dried up quite a bit, but here it did see a very nice volume bar here, also followed by a good volume bar. So interest has started to pick up in Geo Finance, and those who are our pro investor members, I hope you have seen the Geo Finance video very nicely. In the Geo Finance video, I have explained about all the different uh, business verticals where potentially can they actually earn from, and what crazy sort of business can they actually come up with. And as on date, they have hardly started anything. Majority of their valuation comes from their holding in Reliance Industries. So absolutely, Rajesh, it means that you have been tracking it carefully. Geo Finance, those who are our pro investor members, and anyone who also did their own study after watching my video. And if so, Rajesh, I hope you did. I'm sure you have done your own analysis as well. And because you also felt that, okay, I understood what Rachana was trying to tell, and plus you did your own analysis. And anyone who did that is sitting on 100% plus gains. Again, feels good, right? If we are able to find out fundamentally strong stocks, and I mean, if we are even if we can find out one point of analysis by ourselves, feels like superb, right? Uh, क्या बात है? Ronnie is also saying yes, excellent video. Never could have found that info one on my own. Yes, absolutely. So, Ronnie, that is the whole thought process of our pro investor membership, right? Because I'm sure all those who are working for you all, going through the entire annual report, going through all the presentations, management con calls, and this quarterly presentations, right? Plus, in keeping up with the news update, it's going to be pretty difficult. So that is the reason why I just try to summarize the whole important points for you all and try to just simplify it for you. So glad that you find all these things informative. And for those who are the Pro Investor members and who have not yet seen that video, would definitely request everyone to watch that video. It's one of all the Pro Investor member videos are good, but that is also a very interesting one to watch, right? So I hope that news is also clear. So really waiting eagerly for that stock to give a fresh closing above 387ish, so that it can break above that channel. One last news that I wanted to mention today was about Nestle, and that is one news which actually I was even surprised when I read about this. If you have read about this, it's crazy, right? Nestle India was in headlines today because it was accused for adding sugar in their infant cereal products. And believe it or not, only in India and Asian countries. They don't add sugar in infant cereal in Europe and in UK. They are adding sugar in infant cereal products only in India and Asian countries. Now, I mean, when I read this, it's it was pretty disheartening to see that this is being done in products of India and Asian countries. And for a big company like Nestle, milk and nutrition products generate about 40% of their revenue. So you have to understand this, that if this is taken up seriously by the people, and if FSSAI actually questions this, uh, I mean, FSSAI, in fact, reportedly examining the report by Public Eye, they claimed that Nestle added sugar to its milk formula brand intended for infants and children up to 2 years. So, FSSAI, who is the India's food regulator, they have also mentioned about this. So, if something really is questioned, then again, could this also lead to another controversy? Maybe yes. And if that be so, we have to understand that this could have some impact on the stock price. Why? Because it's about milk and milk products. It contributes to a huge chunk of their revenue. Again, for those who are participating in the 21 days fundamental analysis challenge, we have recently discussed about Nestle. Anyone who is in the stream right now and who is a part of the 21 days fundamental analysis challenge, I think Ranjit ji, you are a part of the challenge, is what I understand. Anyone else who is a part of the 21 days fundamental analysis challenge? It's a part of our Invest in India community. Yes, Ranjit ji says yes. Anyone else who is Acha, Abha is also, yes, Abha, I remember reading your name as well. Soumitra says yes, I'm there too. Bhavik says yes, I am. Kya baat hai, fantastic. Naveen says yes. RG Kotiswaran says, RG Kotiswar, sorry, says I am too. Kya baat hai, so many people. Oh, Amit says, want to be involved in 21 days fundamental analysis challenge. Oh, uh, Amit, the challenge has already started almost, I think, more than a week ago. But you can surely be a part of that challenge. It's just that you'll have to do more challenges in a single day, because the second challenge unlocks the only when you have done the first challenge. So it's like 21 videos, and through which Ranjit ji on track, he says 9 days over. So you have to finish the first challenge, then only the second will unlock. After you complete the second challenge, third will unlock. Avnesh also says, I am a part of the challenge. Kya baat hai? Harshal says, yes. Meenakshi says, yes, I am also there. Oh, kya baat hai? Sumit says, 21 days challenge is for NRI or for us like Pro Investor too. It's for anyone, not only NRIs. Be it NRI or for, Indians, anyone. RG says, first time you are spelling my name, ma'am. Thank you. Okay. So yes, Pooja has promptly shared the link of the challenge. What you have to do is you'll have to be a part of our Invest in India community, and you will be able to join in the challenge. So that can be done. Ashmi says, I tried but not able to make the payment as it was not showing on Indian currency. Oh, कुठं करायचं join challenge? Arey, so many people are still not aware about the 21 days fundamental analysis challenge. Still some people are struggling. Okay, the link that Pooja has shared, okay, this is, I'll just share 1 minute. You just have to go to nas.io/invest in India. Okay, I'll just share this. One minute, I'll just put this up. And RR20 is the coupon code that you can use for enrolling for this membership. If you are a part of this membership, if you are a part of our Invest in India community, you get access to this 21 days fundamental analysis challenge. And one more important point, right? Before I forget, this Saturday, I mean, day after tomorrow at 7 p.m. IST, we have a very special guest coming up on our show. It's going to be a Zoom meeting, and he's one of the amazing, talented people, Samir ji and Samir Arora ji. He is the founder of Helios Capital, and I'm sure it's going to be a really knowledgeable session. I have been following his content, or I mean, he basically comes as a guest speaker on a lot of news channels, right? But I mean, his knowledge is amazing, and I've asked him to come on our community for a Zoom session, and we are going to take up questions from you all only, those who are a part of the community. Google form is there on our WhatsApp group of our community on Invest in India. Please do fill up the Google form, ask questions. We will ask him questions around war situations, uncertainties, metals, whatever is going on right now. We'll ask his thought process about elections and whatnot. Super excited for this Saturday's session. So those who are already a part of the community, please register for that session as well. Again, it's free for those who are a part of that community. It's just that we need a count. The seats are limited, and that is the reason why asking everyone to quickly enroll for that session as well, right? Fantastic. And those who have any doubt about our community, I'm also sharing our WhatsApp number 90221966778. Okay, I've pinned it there, 90221966778. So you can just ask your query if you have anything. If you are not able to join the community, or if you have any other doubt, you can definitely ask that, right? Want to register for the Zoom meet on Saturday, please? Yes, it's available for all the Invest in India community members. You can check on the group also, right? Prasanna, it's not for the Pro Investor members. It's for Invest in India members. Okay, so yes, RR20, don't forget to use that coupon code as well. And if you're interested in a yearly membership, because every month we are going to have some interesting points coming up for the community as well. So CRR50 is a coupon code that you can use for yearly membership as well. Okay. Fantastic. Okay. Yes, we'll try and get more and more experts every single month. हर एक महीने में अलग अलग experts होंगे, मजा आएगा. We'll definitely try and get in more and more knowledgeable people, right? क्या बात है? Harshal is giving a very nice feedback. Harshal says there are a lot of analysts making noise on social media, but you are doing a great job by educating everyone on fundamentals rather than just giving a recommendations. Thank you, Harshal. I always believe that recommendations are not going to, help anyone. It's about gaining knowledge, right? Jinesh is saying, why can't you join all the groups, increase subscription amount? That is a fair suggestion, Jinesh. The only thing is that even I am trying to, explore 2-3 things. For example, the 21 days challenge can't be built into the YouTube membership. YouTube doesn't have that. For those who are a part of our Invest in India community, they know that every day there are tasks which are given, and they have to complete that task. It's like there's a fitness challenge. This is the fundamental analysis challenge, and that tech is not built by YouTube, so I can't do anything about it. That is the reason why I'm not able to bring it into our Pro Investor membership also. Okay. Chalo, let us go back to the important point that I was just discussing, which is about the Nestle ka chart. And if you see here, after the news came up, the stock has seen a big correction. And if you see here, of course, did recover from the lows. But if you see here, almost 5% plus cut in a single day. Okay. So be a bit cautious on this stock right now. Not a great idea to jump in, because, there are some people who feel that, all right, it's down by 5%. Let's accumulate a little bit more. But we don't know how much more seriously this could be taken up. I mean, this could be one base which was formed earlier. So this is a possibility for good support for Nestle around 2325 level. So you can see here a small base at a weekly pattern. You can see a small base being formed. It broke out of that base, and this could be a good support for that, right? 2300 plus. So anyways, this was about Nestle. So as I mentioned, right, don't jump into Nestle. Be a bit cautious about it. Even though it was down by 5%, go a little bit slow, right? Finally, I want to discuss about Nifty levels. So fatafat, we'll share my screen and then we'll take your questions as well. Not a lot of questions, so it's almost 10:42. But we'll just quickly go to Nifty. Yes, go to the daily chart. Okay. Now, if you see here, we are at a very crucial level. Why? We were in an uptrend. We are still in an uptrend. I'm repeating, we were in an uptrend and we are still in an uptrend. So if you see here, I'm just going to some better one. Shade better. Okay. Should be joining from here only ideally. So thoda to banta hai. Okay. So still we are in an uptrend. Now, important point is that today the 22,000 barrier was broken. 22,000 is a psychological barrier that was broken. Plus tomorrow is Friday. And tomorrow I somehow feel that, we can see something, we are at a make or break level right now. But what I feel is that even if tomorrow we break below that level of 22,000, which I feel could be a chance, okay, we have to understand very nicely what is the immediate next level, which is really important, and that is 21,800 ke aspas. Why? Typically, the immediate previous low is taken as a good support. So this was the immediate previous low on a closing basis, correct? This was the immediate previous low. And this is what? 21,808. I'm repeating, 21,808. So that is the reason why I feel that this can act as a very good support. So I'm just removing these trend lines right now. Okay. Now let's also try by Fibonacci retracement if we can get something interesting. Okay. Now, if you see here, this was the lowest point. Acha, before that, what was happening? It was in a sideways trend. And from here, the upward rally started. Okay. So what am I going to do from this lowest point to the highest point? Correct. This one, I'm going to draw a Fibonacci level. And if you see here, the Fibonacci retracement is also coming at 21,838. Same level, 21,838. This is a 23.6% retracement. So I don't see any reason why 21,800 should be broken. So I feel that maximum 200 points more pain is what I can see. I'll also share something interesting. Okay. So this was the rally from where we started. Now let's go back a little bit. This was the immediate previous rally before this rally. Let's see how much was the retracement from here till the first. So this was the first rally and then it saw a retracement till here. This was also 23.6% retracement. Okay. Of course, iske aage jayenge, so it was at a next level, somewhere around 38. Okay. Now, even if I were to go here, this was again one more rally from the bottommost point to the then highest point. And this is also around 23.6% retracement. Of course, uske baad it is around a 38% retracement. So first retracement that we see after such a nice, run up is around 23%. So even if I were to, so this is where I was trying to make my point, that this has been the highest point, and I see that 21,800 ideally should act as a good support level. I don't see Nifty, going below that. So will be really important. So as I mentioned, right, tomorrow I somehow get a feeling that market may test some lower levels, but I feel 21,800 on a closing basis should be honored. So it will be important to see how the overall picture turns up. But I don't think anything is, no panic situation per se. Exactly. Rajesh is also saying because of Infi, there could be an overall Infi and IT pack could drag down the market a little bit. So that could happen tomorrow, because of which we can see some sort of selling pressure coming in the initial phases. Plus the Fed chairman ka statement, absolutely, absolutely. But now it has recovered, correct? Right? So all in all, I feel tomorrow there can be some action in the market, but don't panic is what I would want to say today only. Even if it shows some shaky sign of start, just focus on the close. Close should be about 21,800 is what I feel, okay? And sometimes, you know what happens, I've seen that also in the past. It will close below crucial level so that everyone will be in a panic. So just as an example, tomorrow, assume it closes at 21,700 something. And you'll say, Arey, Rachana, I told 21,800, now what? Those who are scared, they end up selling. And in a day or two, it comes back within the range. So I don't think it's a panic situation right now. Don't panic, but don't jump and buy also. Stay focused, stay calm right now. Focus more on what is coming up. Let's go more and more into the Q4 results and see how the results are panning out, and then we can whatever fundamentally strong stocks you have already hunted for, try and go into those stocks, right? Any quick questions? Just maybe one or two. Manoj GPT says you are the Nostradamus of Nifty. Nahi, Baba, I don't think I am even close to him. Great person, Nostradamus. T+0 settlement is obviously going to be a great thing. No doubts on that. Infi can see some pressure because of the results. Vodafone Idea has never been my choice. Never. So that is the reason why I didn't cover FP on my channel also. Adha asks, Madam, whom do you follow to update your knowledge? So what we do is that every day in my office, so I have a team of 5 members in my research team. Every day in our office in the morning, we all read different websites and newspapers, right, from ET to Business Standard to all the Mint and this that. So we read all some. Say I am a little bit old school person, so today also I read a physical newspaper. But my team members are all in their early 20s, so pretty comfortable with reading newspapers also online. So every day we have a knowledge exchange meeting early morning, and where we discuss what are the top. Everyone tells top 2-3 news per day. That's how we share knowledge, and whatever we feel, Acha, this news is important, we need to cover this on our channel or not. So that's how we also discover content which can be taken up on our channel. So that's how we share knowledge with each other. So yeah, that's how we do it. Oh, you could have introduced your team members with the name. Rajesh, you want to know any specific name? Otherwise, in the latest gold video, my entire team does appear in one of the reel. Okay. Oh, I want to start doing business with you, but where do I learn basics so that I can understand business jargons? Now I think I should start one separate latest gold video. What is that? Arey, I have Pooja ji paste the link of our gold video. That is where in one part of the video, all my team members had come up on screen. All right. Any quick questions? Now I'm tired and feeling a bit sleepy. Yes, Pooja ji has shared the link. Indus Tower making 52 IS. Hemant ji is actually taking Indus Towers to newer and newer heights is what I believe. And Ranji ji, thank you for the super sticker as well. Cute one. Entry point for Reliance Geo. Ooh, right now it's pretty high up, but as I mentioned, 1 minute. Geo. It is at a very crucial level right now. Okay, this will be the last stock that I discuss, after which we'll stop for the day. आता मला खूप झोप यायला लागली. Okay, so this is the first base that it created. It broke out from here, and now if you can see, it has been in this channel since what? Since 23rd Feb. So March, April, 2 months it has been in this range, and it has to break above this with good volumes. तब मजा आएगा. Then I can say that it could be preparing itself for the next move. So I do have it in my portfolio, of course, but I have not added more quantity in the recent past, right? All right, all right. Thank you, everyone, and a big thank you to everyone for joining in, even at 10 at night. I'm sure many people might be sleeping at 10, and so do I. But I had to attend a function, and it was pretty far off from my place, so got a bit late coming back. But thanks a lot, everyone, for joining in. And Piccolo is asking questions continuously. Ma'am, why people go behind stocks like Suzlon, Yes Bank instead of buying fundamentally good companies like Reliance Industries, Tata Motors, etc.? And is now a good entry point to buy Reliance Industries? Of course, I mean, Piccolo, buying fundamentally strong stocks definitely makes a lot of sense. And I'm a big fan of, fundamentally strong stocks. By the way, tomorrow we are releasing a video which is going to be about Tesla and Tata Motors. Just a quick poll. What do you think? If you have to just give an answer in yes or no. Okay, I'm sure everyone knows that Elon Musk is coming to India in the next week, and there are great chances that Tesla may be available in India, where it will be manufactured in India and sold in India. Do you think that Tesla can be a big competition to Tata Motors, and can it eat up into the share of Tata Motors? What do you feel? Yes or no? Can Tesla eat up into Tata Motors share? Yes or no? Amod says yes. Abba says yes. Piccolo says no. Rajesh says no. Okay, Ram says no. All right, mixed answers. Again, one more yes. Jimish says yes. Abba says yes. Jnaneshwar says no. All right, there are seems fun. So a lot of yeses and nos coming in. So I'm sure everyone will be interested to know the answer. And tomorrow we are releasing a video on exactly the same thing. We are going to discuss about Tesla's probable entry into India. Will it hamper Tata Motors? If yes, if no, could it hamper someone else's sales or not? Everything is going to be discussed in tomorrow's video. It's going to be a good video. So I'm sure it'll be a good value addition for everyone, right? So anyways, love doing today's live stream as well as usual. Thank you everyone for joining in even at like 11 p.m. Thank you everyone. I'll see you everyone on the next Thursday. Till then, take care. Jai Hind and bye bye.